It's summer, it's holiday time, and I like to use multitasking palettes at that time. It is so much easier to take them on holiday. You don't need to take separate blusher, bronzer, highlighter, and sometimes you can use these products on your eyes too. Hi, it's Nisha. So today I wanted to talk to you about my favorite multitasking face palettes. Holiday is a nightmare for me. When I'm packing for holidays, clothes, I'm fine, but makeup takes up so much space. That's why I like multitasking palettes. I don't usually put that much makeup on my eyes. I'm not concentrating so much on eyeshadows. I still like my base, so I probably take mostly face-based products like powders, foundations, but for the rest of my face I like to have something that I can take one palette and it will do my eyes, my cheeks, my highlighting. So that's what we are going to talk about. My first multitasking palette, which I adored, is come out long time ago. It was limited edition. Is the Charlotte Tilbury's Instant Look in a palette, and mine is in Natural Beauty. I have news for you. She will be bringing them back because everybody really loved them. I have used so much of it, especially this eyeshadow. This eyeshadow, I don't know what it is about it, doesn't look anything special, but the tone of it, I don't know. I used to love just to put wash off color on my lid and then do this in a crease. In here, you've got the bronzer from Filmstar Bronze and Glow and the highlighter from that palette. So, and they are quite big size, and these are the light to medium. Then you've got a couple of blushes and 3 eyeshadows. The packaging is beautiful, it's very small, and really that will be all that you need to take on your holidays. So the next palette is a palette that I don't hear many people talking about, and is the Urban Decay Backtalk palette, and that's what I will be using today because all the other palettes are not that old apart from that Charlotte Tilbury one, and I've done looks with all of them, so I thought I haven't done a look with this one for a long time, so I will be applying this one. Now this palette is quite narrow, but it's a bit bulky, but it's still nice small palette. So on this side you have all your eyeshadows, so that's your 8 eyeshadows, and on the other side you have 3 blushes and 2 highlighters, or this could be also highlighter. And you get this mirror inside that you can take out. I love the tone of this palette. I love this palette. The only thing I don't have in here is bronzer, but other than that, I really like it. The only thing is this palette is not magnetic, so when you pack it, it sort of opens up. But what I do, I take one of the hair elastic bands and I put it on it when I pack it. So that's what I'll be using. The next multitasking palette is the Benefit Cheekleaders, and mine is in Pink Squad. This is a gorgeous palette. It has a mirror. Oh, let me get the brush out. In here you've got the Hula bronzer, you've got Tickle highlighter, you've got the California blush, Dandelion blush, and Dallas blush. This blush can be a bronzer as well. I love this palette. I mean, Hula has been one of my favorite bronzers for years. The quality is amazing. The only thing with this palette is I feel is very bulky, but Benefit is known for quite bulky packaging. It's quite heavy. It's the biggest palette out of all of them that I have, but still I love it. And I obviously will use the bronzer as a bronzer. I use it in my crease. I use these 2 on my eyelid, and obviously I've got cheek color and highlighter as well. Love it. The next palette is the Becca X Khloe palette. So she did palette with Chloe and Malika. Chloe is a bit lighter one and the Malika one is darker. Beautiful. I love Becca products. And again, in here you have bronzer, couple of blushes and a highlighter. Again, I can do my whole face with it, obviously not the base, but I use it as a bronzer, as a crease color. I use this on my mobile lid and then I do the cheeks. Nice, small, compact, lovely palette to take away with. And the latest one that I bought is the Charlotte Tilbury GlowGasm palette in LoveGasm. So this is the darker one. It's very similar to the Becca palette, and I would say it's quite similar to the Benefit Cheekleaders palette. Bronzer, couple of blushes and a highlighter. I can use it on my face and on my eyes. This palette is very tiny and it just looks absolutely gorgeous. So I would say with these three palettes, you don't have to have all of them. You could choose just one of these and you will get very, very similar look. So it's up to you. Obviously the Charlotte Tilbury is the most expensive. I love Charlotte Tilbury stuff, so, and the packaging was so gorgeous. I'm a bit of a collector, so I had to have it. You might remember I bought originally the lighter one and I felt like I couldn't get any pigmentation, and that is because I would say that palette is for very pale skin, and of course in the summer I tan, so I sent the other one back and I went for the darker one, and I love this one. I still like the light one, especially on my eyes, and I was even thinking, oh, maybe I should keep it, but then I thought these type of palettes I usually use in the summer, and in the summer I always fake tan, so I went for the dark one. So this one is the most expensive. It's beautiful, you don't have to have it, but if you lover of Charlotte Tilbury's products and a bit of a collector, this is obviously very high-end, then buy it. So the Charlotte Tilbury retails for £60, the Cheekleaders is £52, and the cheapest out of them is the Becca Chloe, £40. So if you were choosing between those three, you have to take into consideration maybe the size of them, the price, and which brand you like the most. Other than that, honestly, the look you will get from these three palettes will be very, very similar. Okay, so I am going to use the Backtalk palette. Like I said, there is no bronzer in here, so I've already put bronzer on. Do you know what? I am going to put base on my eyelids from the New Neutral Makeup Revolution palette, because when I was doing a review and demo of this palette, I used this base and my makeup look turned out so nice, and I don't know if it was because of the base or the eyeshadows were that good themselves. But as you know, I don't use any eyeshadow primer. I've used some before and I didn't feel they made any difference, but maybe they were just not good eyeshadow primers. So I am going to use that because I don't have any other eyeshadow primer, and we will see if that will make the look any better. Okay, so I'm going to go with the Backtalk first in my crease. I will deepen it up with WTF eyeshadow. I will go to Backtalk again and go quite high up with it. Now on my mobile lid I will use Bare. This is not a like a foiled shimmer, it's just a normal pearly eyeshadow. now I'm going to use shade called Shade, which is this purple. This one is actually not that pigmented, but it is not matte, it is pearly shade, so it looks quite dark in a pan, but it is not that dark. But that's what I like this palette for. It's pretty natural. You can build this look up to be really dramatic, or you can do it really natural, like a wash of color. Now I'm going to go to 180, which is this dark brown. Okay, for my blush, I think I will use the Double Take. Beautiful blush. And I will use the highlighter. I might actually use the Low Key, which is a bit more peachy highlighter, because I've got a fake tan, so the foul looks a bit too white. Okay, and that's the look done. Now let me do my lips. I think I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Dancefloor Princess. And which lip liner should I use with it? I think I will use the NYX Peekaboo Neutral. Actually, that looks a bit too brown. I might change to Jordana Baby Berry. Beautiful. And I'm going to top it off, I think, with Too Faced Raising the Roof. I love this gloss. And that's the finished look. This palette retails for £39.50 here in the UK. Like I said, it is not, they blend beautifully. It is not, I don't want to say not pigmented, it just, the colors are not very, don't give that punch, if you know what I mean. It's more buildable, but as you can see, this is hardly wash of color, is it? But you could easily do that sort of look. The blushes are beautiful in here as well. So yes, these were my favorite multitasking palettes. Please let me know if you have one that I don't and you think I would like it. Okay, my lovelies, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and stay fabulous. Bye.